Hey gang. So, been about 2 weeks. I kind of forgot that, my birthday happened, so, that's why I didn't stream last week. Kind of took up that time slot for me. But, I'm 21 now. Hold on. I think my volume was a bit low here. Make sure everything's all set up properly. There we go. And then... Alright. Oops. Clicked off the window. Alright, so birthday happened, 21 now. I guess that means drunk streams are on the table now? I'll have to look into Twitch's policy on that kind of stuff. Like, maybe I can't show myself actually doing it, but maybe I'll come up with something fun to do with that. Alright, so... This is another one of those big empty fields. Even bigger than the last one. It's kind of used exclusively for that fight. And I think the end of the game might take place here too, just because it's the biggest field. But, it was pretty much just designed for you to run around on your horse and beat the shit out of goblins. And, not much else here. But maybe a little bit of history. You can see there was plenty of spots for, their ruins. Slash, dismantled battlements. Probably about the midpoint of the game, where there'll be some bigger revelations, where I can start to go deeper into that. For now, we'll just say this is some kind of battlefield. I don't think there's any collectibles or anything out here. Again, it's mostly just here so you can do that goblin fight. Maybe they're orcs, I don't know. The big dude seemed like an orc. The other guys seemed like goblins. Maybe it's a sort of combine, like the Horde. Orcs, goblins, and trolls. Oh yeah, we got a letter. Should probably read that. Bomb arrows. I already bought my bombs, but I'll read it anyway. Oh, thank you for your patronage. Enjoy the power of our bombs. Not only can you place and throw our bombs, but they can be combined with the bow by going to the item screen and using the R to create bomb arrows. Try it today. Kakariko Goods. New sundry shopping Kakariko. If you haven't already been by to have a look, I have an item that isn't available anywhere else. Come by before someone else snatches it, and please, no window shoppers. He's probably talking about the Hylian shield, which we bought. Or, yeah. So I should be able to blow these up, and they're gray rocks, so that might make things a little different, but... yeah, it works. And now we can't go back. It's kind of their way of making sure that you have your bombs. Now, I'm not sure if I can beat the crap out of them or not, but I'm very curious to try. Also, what's under here? Money. Oh, I need some money, I suppose. Imagine how the Ruby cutscenes reset every session. Kinda lame. Interesting, that worked, but I need to get them all in one arrow. I don't think I'll be able to do it with the sword alone. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's purposefully leaving one alive. I need to be a wolf to take care of them then. I think that the Master Sword might actually, like, kill them. And you won't have to worry about it anymore. But, for now, it's a no-go. Anything to get over here? Yeah, there's another pathway. Oh, I see. Probably a place for them to shoot at you later part of the game. Oops. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that the next story segment happens at the bridge on, like, the literal other side of the map. Where west would be on the compass. I don't know why I didn't just say to the west. The ear spinner track. And nothing. Gotcha. Pretty sure this leads to somewhere that's only open later in the game. Maybe able to blow it up. Nah. Oh, I guess there's a wolf right here. Use Ivana.
Pop me, curate, taken. Press what one pop the pig. Just me.
I did mention this segment's actually kind of long.
Aren't the curate?
It's definitely the largest area. We'll see how long that takes us when we decide whether or not to do the dungeon in the session 2.
Breaking.
How to do? Probably a talking point. See, I finished East Oath and Felgana, aka the remake of East 3. It's the 4th game in the franchise I've played. The first 2 are sold together as East Chronicles or something on Steam, so that's technically only one thing, but they were sold separately originally. is that? Scent of a woman.
You gon' want with it? And you folks need to bear with your pun.
Anyways. I don't think I've really talked in depth about these games before. I've only joked that I would never play one on here, because they're pretty difficult. I've fought several bosses that take me a little over 5 hours to beat. Across the various games. I don't think the first one had a difficulty setting. The second one was a lot more balanced. And the other two I played were Origin and Open Felgana, of course. And those ones actually have a fair bit of difficulty options. I chose to play on hard because of who I am, but there's like 2-3 more slots above that, so like, I can't imagine ever doing those. Anyways, they're kind of like Hyper Zelda, I suppose. Metroidvania layout, grind to get power, almost half-minute hero-like, but with a actual combat system. Disregarding the first two games, which you literally bumped into guys and occasionally casted spells. They're a damn good time. It's made by Falcom, so it's got like kinda jank art, even though it was made in like 2012, maybe. They upgraded to using modern graphics very recently, that company. It was kind of like early N64 stuff, and they just like animated it really well, and I liked it. Not really a style that's used much anymore. Like Harvest Moon 64, Chameleon Twist, that kind of art style.
With me, my...
Anyways, only the first two games in the franchise are actually related, like, directly, so you can pick them up at any point. Origin's a prequel to the first game with different characters, happens a long time in the past, so might as well be unrelated. Yeah, it's because I played Origin before this, which I believe was made directly after the game, actually. There was like a lot of recycled assets between the two, I suppose. Story and boss fights, levels and whatnot, those are obviously all unique, but as far as abilities and general gameplay and progression go, about the same. Less content, as you'd expect from the game that came first. It was still a good time. I was reading in community, people complained about like bad localization. It's not that it's translated poorly, it's just they retconned the story and people mistook that. Apparently a few games in, they decided to like change core elements and rewrite things, and they were never really clear about it, so going from the original to the remake, a lot of story things changed. I never actually played the original. I have a cartridge for it, I just didn't think the first two games were even remade as Memories of Celta or something like that. Whatever their fancy word for silver was. Probably has a retcon story in it as well. See, I nearly completed the game. I actually missed a side quest and missed out on an item. Kind of shitty, but, you know, I can make do without it. And then I did not grind to max level, because I think the max level was 60. I got to like level 52. And by that point, the experience grind was getting a little intense. Like, it was taking a while. I don't know why I'm exploring the field so thoroughly. It's not like I'm going to be able to open any chests or anything. Should probably just move on. Or actually, there might be a Howley stone around here. So as far as that goes, I appreciate that they leave like such a big cushion for you to grind in case you're not good enough to beat the game. Or maybe on the higher difficulties I would have had to stick it out or lose. But at the same time, I wish that there was a way to gain experience a little faster. There is a multiplier that goes up as you attack things, but it's like capped at ×2. It's actually kind of unsettling music with the headphones in. So that's about the extent to which I played the game. It took about 10 hours. These games always had very awesome boss fights, like some of the more creative ones you'll have ever seen. Origin recycled a lot of, almost all the bosses out of the first game. But, you know, you got to see them reimagined in the new 3Dscape and whatnot, so it wasn't necessarily a bad thing. But the boss fights alone would probably make the game worth it. And, I guess that's all I really had to say about it. I feel like I just kind of ranted about the franchise and not much about the game, but I honestly lost my train of thought so many times that I should probably just drop. I think I might have to go into the castle town. I'm trying to make my way to the bridge, but you might actually want me to come over here. Yeah, follow the sun. So, you know, we're in the castle town. There's obviously not going to be, like, any enemies here. There's going to be a lot of walking around, talking to people, listening to people, I guess. I'll try and make it quickish. I remember this segment taking me very long the first time I played it, though. Just this part of it. Is that the clinic? I swear, every time I play this game, I feel like the map gets mirrored. It's just so off-putting to me. Everything just feels like it's in the wrong place. It's a sick fish boy. Hey, sir. Got a pretty sick-looking knitted hat.
You, Twilight. People ever knew the people.
I think this might actually fill in like the rest of my map. And pretty much at any point in the game, you can come back here and look at this map, and it'll put one of these dots on there for you, tell you where the next dungeon is, pretty much. I appreciate it, I guess. Chainmail wearing boys, like Ark's Fatalist soldiers. Got some meat on a shelf. Definitely not going bad. Well, we confirmed that she's safe, so I guess we'll go to the place on the map. The impression I got out of it anyways. That road's blocked. I need to go over here to the left side, opposite of where I came in. Right side. That is the clinic. However, this gate is locked, so I'm missing something.
The tree is my death. Easy as we will.
Told me to go to Lake Hylia, which is where I tried to go just then. The gate's locked. There might be another route we can take. Yeah, right here. Sneaky, spot's disabled. Maybe I have to talk to someone again. Otherwise, I guess I'll have to go back out and see if I can find another way around. Huh. Yeah, I guess I have to go outside. Or back the way I came. Not the way I want to go. So I think that's Agatha's palace. You just see a pervert in there watching her rub one out to those insects. Fucking carnival, the only minigame in the game. Now, I think there's a chicken flying thing, but there's not a lot of minigames in this. Typically, you'd get an item like the bow or the bombs, and you'd have to play a minigame to get a pouch upgrade to hold more ammunition. Not exactly how it works in this game. I believe that carnival tent is how you get the pouch upgrades, but you don't necessarily do a game involving the item in question. It's mostly like hookshot challenges. Following the map over this should pull us around to the other bridge, I guess. Yeah, that's right. No. This one's a dead end, but a little piece of the map that's popping out. I know I'm even bothering. Just run by them. I'm not gonna get health. Yeah, there's the chicken flying game. Great Bridge of Hylia from Smash Brothers. Or, no, I think it's the Elden Bridge in Smash Bros. Is that middle part that disappears. It is a wet bridge.
Any problem?
Just like 360 no scope that first arrow. You have to land perfectly at the edge. Oh no, it's fire. I think I actually died the first few times, but once you know what to do, it's not a big deal. Jump off before the fire gets you. Jump off in this freaking sad excuse for a lake. puddle. The spirit spring here is actually a little more decorated than the other ones. Not just like a hot spring. Got like this whole structure-rooney around it. Actually, the red dot on my map. Need to head that way. Up on that cliff, I believe. This whole area is supposed to be filled with water all the way up to there. You can actually see the water line in the texture, I think. And you see this as like a sort of a raft-like structure. I believe it floats. Just trying to tilt the camera upwards or down, and every time I push forward it goes in first person like that. It's kind of annoying. So it doesn't seem like there's any way for me to actually climb up there without there being water, so I'm gonna have to call something. Am I mistaken? Maybe I have to talk to these people. They look like they might know something. And they're fish. They'll tell me where the water's gone. Pretty sick looking helmet, being honest. Oh, this treasure. This guy will trigger the cutscene. What was that? Yeah, that was what I had to do. You know, they've got pretty cool looking helmets too. Like a skull with a snaggle tooth. Almost a Slade-like mask. Ball-faced bird. It's just like a base cannon. It is 100% the source of the wubs. Wait for him to get a little closer to the ground. Bastard, he cutscened me. supposed to be able to do like a finishing blow on him, but it's just not working out. He just sits there for a dumb long amount of time. So there's a decent chance I'll actually die doing this. It's actually a little difficult to control. Not to mention there's guys shooting at you and there's not much you can do about it. I think if you get hit even once, he just drops you. It's kind of lame, but fall damage a lot. Only give me a game over. Actually made it. We have to go through that again with it being a little more crazy, but went better than I thought. Hey, a Hallystone.
What was? It's going to get away from thing. One brain.
Afro girl. Well, here's an idea. You can shave off that afro and turn it into a nice furry vest. You cover up those physics tits. Actually a little impressed with how wiggly your hair is. I'm pretty sure that's hand animated. It's like gelatin. Howdy, Spunky. Think I actually have to just walk across. Like I can't actually get over there without there being water. Gotta follow the stream. I did get the undies delivered. I have tried them out. However, photo shoot didn't go super well. I'd like to give a retry on that whenever I get them back from the wash. I'm really shitty at using a camera.
Me and that was and how can what was press how and ask him. accurate to your hunt.
Alright, so the fabric is absolutely wonderful. It is crazy soft. It feels like I imagine rich people's clothing feels. Yeah, for the most part, you just don't even feel it on you, but, you know, on occasion, when it does brush up against your skin, you're just like, oh, like you're being pet. Let's see, so the fabric itself is, very loose and, stretchy. Kind of like spandex, but it doesn't quite, like, slap to your skin like that. You know, it has some slack to it. So, in that sense, it's very breathable. Which means, it does a pretty decent job at fighting, swamp ass. Or even just, you know, night sweats. So, I suppose you can call that resting better, yeah. I hate waking up all sweaty. Just like the start of a bad day. Now, before I actually ordered them, I tried to do some research, be like, okay, make sure I'm not wasting my money, that kind of thing. Crap. And, you know, most of the articles said, yeah, they're pretty great. There are, a few other brands that they maybe recommend above them, but still probably the nicest underwear I've ever had. Being a little too trigger happy, and now I'm dead. However, based on the reviews, I did actually go for something a little different than the original plan. Rather than going for, the boxer briefs, I actually ended up going for, sized down boxer shorts. And there's a reason for that. 100% because of the fabric. I explained how it's, sort of spandexy, right? Stretchy. So, with the boxer shorts sized down, it still leaves, like, the breathing room on my legs and whatnot, but the, centerpiece, it's obviously made for a smaller person, so it's, it goes up. And it does provide, a bit of a pouch effect. Crap. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds, I suppose. Like, it doesn't grip my sack, but it also doesn't just let them hang off aimlessly, like there is a hold to it. It provides a stopping point, while also maintaining the breathability that I wear the shorts for. It also doesn't cover quite as much as the shorts because, you know, size down. It's almost like a hybrid of trunks and shorts. Jesus Christ. Now, the stitching on it is also super awesome. Like, they boast about it on their descriptions that it's like a flat stitched, or whatever technique they want to call it. I was like, okay, we'll see. And yeah, it actually is. It's like a 100% smooth thing all across. You don't notice any of the stitching or seams or whatever. You're not likely to get anything caught on there. I swear to God. Now, with the material, again, maybe some people would be concerned that, it'll maybe show a little more than you'd like. And, it really depends on how you're standing, I suppose. I feel like towards the legs, it's a bit more egregious, but with your junk in the intended position, I feel like it leaves enough to the imagination. Like, you definitely see where the bulge comes to a bulge, but it doesn't just, like, wrap around, you know? Leaves enough slack to give it more of a cup effect. But, I think that's probably all my thoughts on the underwear itself. However, I also got those socks with it, which, they are, in fact, very comfy socks. They don't have any of that shitty yarn ball towards the toe that, some of the cheap socks will have. However, the pattern they got on it, it's not the same flat stitching that the underwear has, sadly. Which means if you have, like, more jagged toenails, or say you're the kind of person who peels them off and maybe leaves a little bit hanging, chance that you can get your toenails caught on the fabric when putting your foot in there, which is always an annoying thing. Personally, I keep my toes pretty well groomed, so it's not an issue. Otherwise, socks themselves are breathable. I didn't experience any chafing or anything. Same kind of stretchy material, so they puts bigger, smaller, it'll fit. I've actually considered buying like socks with toes in them before. It's because I have an abnormal amount of control over my toes. But these ones are just loose enough that I can still move my toes around freely in them without ever like pulling on any part of the sock. So I think that they're extremely comfortable. Maybe go with one without a stitch-in pattern if you've got toenail issues. I'm gonna go ahead and say my experience with it has been positive. I just wish the underwear itself was a little cheaper. I think that their subscription program's like $15 a month to get a new pair of underwear, which is in fact cheaper than ordering them separately. So if you're just trying to stock up your whole dresser with Undies, by all means, do a subscription for a while. I'm contemplating taking like a few months of it just to get a couple more pairs. Maybe I'll wait till a few more pairs of my underwear are worn out before I start replacing them, though. Oh. Frozen fish boys.
What? How do you with it?
It's kind of weird that they're all frozen in place. This water only freezes on the top, and then the stuff all below stays just fine. That's why fish don't die in lakes when they're in the winter. This is like a deep-ass freeze.
Do you was we? Oh, and we will. Think you did fail. One kitchen if you fail. Was an iron bread.
Or to Eldon, Death Mountain. So you'd think this only be a temporary fix, but look. I have a health potion on me. I wish I could drink it. But to take care of that ice, we're just gonna drop a really hot rock in there. I guess in a sense it makes sense, but how did that ice get there to begin with? Like, we're not changing the climate. We're just kind of pouring hot water over everything. And in a matter of seconds, all of the water has returned to this lake. Not a chunk of ice in sight.
It was unique. Hunt one will it one. If one could my punch fail.
With all those fish just frozen under the surface, you'd think maybe the rock would have smashed a couple of them, at least singed them. Everyone seems pretty fine. fish ghost. Nutella. Maker of Nutella. Beans! Come here!
Den outlet buffers. You can people yun sa tubig na opportunity for you.
God forbid I just learn how to swim. I need to have the magical power granted to me. Do I plan to try the other styles? We'll see.
Anything you do you need. You want to take your key.
Again, before I even ordered them, I did like research onto them. People were going in depth with their underwear reviews. I kind of read arguments convincing me that since I am a boxer shorts guy, I'm probably not going to care for the other types. Just a matter of preference. Everyone likes one, and usually not the others. Read arguments convinced me to stay. And that's why I went for the compromise of, like, the size down ones. And, you know, I think it worked out. Having that stopping point definitely does something. Yeah, that's the whole point of the idea. They're supportive, but they don't, like, overdo it with the support, you know? Like, it gently holds, rather than, you know, full-on gripping.
What built what?
That's some lag. Give that a minute to smooth out. Oh yeah, the diapers. So, last week, I had to clean up some poopies off the floor at work. Some solid poopies. And you know what? I'm fully committed to this diaper plan now. adult poop's pretty gross and no one should have to clean it up. Right? Like, I thought it wouldn't be so bad because I have cats and I'm cleaning their poop all the time, but animal poop is meant to be cleaned, or it's not the same as human stuff where it just stinks and it's goopy. It's different with animals. Even kids don't have stinky poop because they can't take care of it themselves. Adults just kind of let it go and have the grossest poop imaginable. And yeah, there's no shame in wearing diapers at all. It was such a terrible experience trying to clean it up. Like, every time I try to go in, I just have to stop myself and start gagging. I came so very close to throwing up. Fetch quest accepted. I don't know why I even bothered reading that. All the spirits basically say the same thing. Oh, hero, you're the hero. I'm the spirit. Here's a light vessel. Go kill insects. Dude, I have no fucking idea why it's on the floor. It's like the most disrespectful thing. It happened twice in 1 week. Thankfully, the second time was in the girls' room, so I didn't have to fucking do it, but I would have quit if they made me. Like, twice in 1 fucking week? Hell no. Twice in a month is pushing it. Now, I've done it before at my last job one time, but it was diarrhea, so it was a little more bearable. Like, the diarrhea, I just, like, mopped up. It really wasn't a big deal. Washed the mop up afterwards. You know, I have a whole pole's worth of distance from it. With the solid stuff, I had to get in there and I had to scoop it up with my hands. Or paper towel on my hands, but hands. So, I think that the guy who did it might have lost his shit in the lobby initially. And he ran his way over to the bathroom and just kind of left a trail going into the stall and then didn't actually get any in the toilet. He somehow didn't get any across the whole restaurant part, which is what's confusing to me about it. But he just got it everywhere but the toilet. Yeah. Eddie being someone that you know also helps make it a little more bearable. Like, I can clean up my own shit and probably not mind so much if I fucked up, but, like, this is a complete fucking stranger. He took the stinkiest shit I've ever smelled. And he didn't even have the decency to clean it up himself. So I'm just even more pissed. I want to find the guy and beat whatever shit was left out of him. How'd you feel about the diapers? Sticking with it, or do you not like the idea of ever having your excrement around you? Rather just go to the bathroom? Yeah, he's relatively clean. Unless you have like a parasite in you or something, there ain't nothing in your pee. It's not gonna be sticky or anything either. Like, I can definitely see myself just casually peeing in a diaper then. I don't think I could ever, like, willingly poop in it if it could be avoided, though. Yeah, that too. Whenever I wake up, for whatever reason, in the middle of the night, it actually just hits the reset button on my sleep progress. Like, I could have slept 4 hours already, and I'll still sleep another 8 if I had to get up for an asthma attack or something. Looks like that's all the bugs in this area, so I think I have to call over Bird again. And the annoying part about this is there are bugs in the flying segment now. I have to try and get them without crashing into anything. Damn, I missed one already. Oh, he's actually kind of falling, man. That's nice of him. Crap. Hey, I actually got them all. I normally have to redo this a few times. Huh. They don't even feel that different, huh? I don't think I've actually ever touched a diaper in my adult life, so I don't know what I imagine they would feel like. Maybe tissue papery? But that's interesting to hear. Still kind of comfy. Might have to talk to her to get the bug to come out. Yeah. And honestly, it's not a bad plan. You gotta pee a lot when you drink. Just kind of do this the first time through to see where I should be howling at. Huh. I'm really bad at this. It doesn't seem like there's anything after the last thing, so I'm just not howling long enough on this middle part, maybe. Bruh. What am I doing wrong? Jesus. Now, for whatever reason, I don't actually remember any of the teleporty songs from Ocarina of Time, so I have to assume that that was the Water Palace song, but I have no idea if there's any truth to that. It could very well have been an original. Let's get the map before I make a mistake. There are 2 paths I can follow here. Forward takes me the way I want to go. Name's this one. Ow. Jesus. Bugs are charging me at like 1 mile an hour. Chest probably just has rupees in it. Now, I don't think I can climb up quite the same way I did before. I do have to go over there to start the climb at all. Oh no. Oops. And it fell. Whoops. Howdy, Chris. I love this game too. It's probably my favorite in the franchise. Did that actually work? I heard it move. There it is. Okay, now... might have to go into the castle town. But it could also just be there's something at the lake. Nah, there's stuff in the castle town. I think I'd get there by just getting washed down the river. The way it didn't go. See, yeah, going down this should put me out somewhere over here. I didn't mean to hit Y there. It's one of the buttons on the bottom of my controller. I enjoy having them when I have to do a dual input continuously, but when I'm just casually playing a game, I'm starting to think they're a little more trouble than they're worth. I always have the option to blank them whenever. just haven't done it for no good reason. The area seems open enough for them to all come to one place, but I think the AI is telling one of them to stick back intentionally. Well, that's just not fair. I think the combo got cancelled because I butted my head into a wall. I see one on the map, but I'm missing two. I don't want to even use my senses. Over bugs, not girl who wants my horse. Now. So I think I don't like about fighting as the wolf is just that he flings himself around everywhere like this. Right? You fling yourself a little, or you fling yourself a lot. You can't do a spin move, but pretty much only good for crowd control. But when you're in a tight corner like this, and you're flinging yourself, you just hit the wall most of the time, not even the enemy. Pretty damn awkward. Oh, I think this is the last time that we actually have to be the wolf for anything significant. Or almost the last time.
My pig. You did. Get this one. Think you can do it there.
Instead of finding my way back there, I think I'll just warp.
It ain't there, help.
And this should give us a boss fight. Which makes all these segments almost like a mini dungeon. It was actually quite large considering that there was 3 of them, but this is sort of the main reason why I opted out of skipping these. Because I didn't want to miss out on the boss fight. Otherwise, I could have put in a cheat code that just makes the section end as soon as you get one light vessel. Light tier. actually really like the way this thing looks. I think the cutscene would have been a lot more impactful if your senses just engaged automatically, so you could actually see it when it came out. It's kind of just like a big neon worm fly thing, but I like how it's got the little stress ball snot things that come out of it when you hit it. I don't know how to describe it, but I thought that they looked very, gross, wormy. Munched all those little snot worms. I think those are actually like egg layers or anuses. Implication is that that was like the mother of all the things, I guess. But you saw they like kind of went inwards, like they're clearly meatuses of some sort. Meaning a hole that goes into your body, like your nostril or your mouth.
Hello, Iwi.
Gyarados. Trippy vision time. there's the Dark Link model. That's why you can use a cheat code to straight up get one with red eyes. Otherwise, there's the blackface one you can also do. It looks so happy. He doesn't look happy. Oh, controller fell asleep. Oh, if I'm being honest, I have no idea what the hell the point of that vision was. Like, it doesn't really come into play at any other point in the game. I guess we can assume that since it's a dark power, the dark forces want it too, but, like, I don't know. It doesn't actually do any harm to us at any point. It's kind of just a trippy vision for the sake of being edgy, I guess. So that's the tone they were going for. After the, not edgy disappointment that was... Jesus Christ. Wind Waker. Oh my god! Okay, we've been here for an hour and 40. We've got some more time. However, we're definitely not doing the dungeon in this episode. But there's a fair bit of prep that goes into getting into the dungeon, so I'll try and get some of that out of the way. I think I leave by talking to Clown Man. I can also probably do that minigame. Not sure how much money I have, how much it costs, but hopefully I have enough money. So as far as points of interest go, there's obviously the temple entrance to the bottom of the lake here. But I think there's maybe 2 caves we can explore. I think one of them probably has a heart piece in it. The other one's just like a cave with tube jellies in it, which you can turn into potions. There's a Halley stone up there. Remember, you can freely turn into a wolf. And that landmark. All there really is to it. Oh, and the minigame, of course. As you might imagine, if you land at the top, you can just drop down and open up every subsequent chest. But the top one's a heart piece, obviously. The other ones are just like large amounts of rupees. There is no line though. I know you're shysting me. I've never actually taken a look at this, but nah, I guess it's nothing. This game's pretty serious, so I always thought that was pretty out of place. Made me laugh the first time I saw it, actually.
What do you think we? And what do you really do? To puppet curate, build puppets, what?
I don't think it actually matters which color chicken you pick. Maybe there is some difference in handling between them, but they all, you know, get you the same distance.
Hi.
Unless you really screw this up, you should make your money back every time. So, we'll give this a couple tries. Not gonna make a fuss about it if I don't get it right away, though. Grab a damn chicken. There we go. Okay, so... That's how I said, unless you screw up. I think I may have already done. At this speed, I might actually be able to land on the platform. Oh yeah. Carefully place the chicken. rupee. Huh. There's definitely a heart piece in one of these. Maybe they decided that the hardest one is a little too hard for the average person to get. But not for an elite gamer such as myself. Some people would try and walk off the edge and fail, but not me. I'm so smart that I hang. There we go. Oh, did that a hell of a lot quicker than I thought it would. Curious to see what was up on that cliff, but I'm not gonna fret about it right now. Have to get back up there. What I actually appreciate about that cutscene is that they do load the next part while it's playing. So if you'd try and skip, you're just gonna end up with that black screen for a little bit, as opposed to just watching the goofy cutscene. That's the bridge. There's a rock over there. Let's see what's under it. Was 300 our max capacity? I know I have to buy some aquatic bombs before I go into the dungeon, but there's also like a donation place I can just dump my money into. Hello? Jeb? DJ Eb? I didn't think I'd actually blow up every single rock. The wolf's over here. So I guess I just made a shortcut in time. Thank you, your spinner track. Yeah, 300 is my max capacity. Don't entirely remember where I'm supposed to get the bigger pouch at. It might come from the carnival game, which might be a bow activity. I can see if there's anything to do there. Well, one of them is probably going to be about the aquatic bombs. The other one, I have no idea. Unless I remember there's a chest over here you can probably get to with just the heavy boots. Hopefully it's a heart piece, because I only need one more. Honey. I don't even want it. Put it back. Let's go learn a new technique, I guess. Reading some soggy mail. Should probably do that before I forget I even have letters. Lanayru Tourism. Lanayru Tourism Tourist Association has prepared a grand tour of natural splendor. Our current main attraction is Isa and Hannah's playground for grown-ups. That sounds dirty. You'll find both immediately down the riverbank from the Zora waterfall pool. Isa's Rapid Ride. Shoot at targets while riding the raging river rapids. No extra charge for using bomb arrows. Hina's fishing hole. Fight against nature with lure fishing. What kind of fish can you catch? I'm gonna take a wild guess and say there's a heart piece in it if I can catch a big fish. So, probably not gonna do that one. I don't think I've ever even done it. And the rapid ride, I don't remember being great at, but there's also a chance that's where I get a quiver upgrade. So I'll give it a shot. Pilot production on a new type of bomb. These ones can be used in the water. You have them in stock now. Come by and pick yours up. Barney's of Cocorico. They might be asking, why not just only ever carry the waterproof bombs? And the answer is yes. I think that you can hold like 10 less than normal bombs, but when are you ever going to use 20 bombs? Come on. Maybe if you're using bomb arrows all the time. Yeah. One of these is going to have a hole under it. And I'm going to look so smart when I blow them all up. Jesus. Been too long. My voice is getting a little strained. I think he teaches us sort of roll around the backslash. Kind of an essential move in the Wind Waker's combat system. But it's also extremely useful here. Gives you a reason to dodge stuff. Hey. Even if you don't want to go for the attack, I don't think that roll ability was available to me before, so it kind of makes dodging a lot more viable than just a quick step to the side. Okay, I think the first stop I want to make is the carnival, actually. See what minigame's available.
Hey!
So you'll notice he's got like a sort of knockoff green hood like mine, and a little blue stopwatch on himself. It's kind of this universe's Tingle. He's not quite as sad Discord dev, but he's their attempt at Tingle. So what's kind of screwed up about this star game is that he'll let you do whichever one before you even have the tools to do it. I think maybe the first level can be done with just walking around, but eventually you do need the claw shot. can't even climb the wall without having it. So this might not be doable. I think I even have left 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. Pretty much telling you can't do it without call shot. I can turn in a few bugs. I don't know what kind of reward I'll get for it. I don't even have that many of them. Probably money, so I should maybe hold off on it until I get rid of some of mine. Fortune teller? Fortune tellers always just kind of give you a reminder of your current objective, or if you ask them about love, they'll tell you where heart piece is. They've never really taken advantage of them. Let's see. Clinic's down that way. One of these is a shop full of Zorons. I think I can buy like a bottle off one of them.
Oh! Oh!
No thanks. At all. They said they had goods for me up top, but it's just one guy selling arrows. Maybe this kid sells stuff too. I feel like you should be eating magic beans. Damn it. Well, I guess I can use it at the very least. Did it sell anything? Well, I do want that red potion, so I'll be back, kid. I think they actually sell it at a slightly lower price than other shops. What is this? Huh. Okay, I think that the next place I'm supposed to go is back to the tavern where Lila is. and the sick fish boy. Professor Egad. So, question of the day. Have you guys tried pouring water on the kid? No? Just me? Yeah! Time for round 2. Well, I guess that explains the statement I made about the wolf former back in, like, episode 1. Manifestation of his rebellious spirit. I guess he's supposed to be proud and wild. I I think I'm gonna want bomb arrows, just plain ones will do. Also, I think the Gale Boomerang is necessary here. I think it's actually pretty funny that he got 2 shields to protect his sides this time. He adapted. He took off the full body plate and just went with 2 shields. However, now he's a scumbag whose only means of destroying you is to knock you off the edge. Since we can't get him from the sides, just have to shoot him, which is arguably easier. He kind of swerves out of the way to keep you from just being able to hit him, which is why he didn't just ram into me when I was aiming. Again, kind of makes this fight a hell of a lot easier than the first one. Took out one, but none of the others. I don't think it actually makes sense that the boomerang puts out the fires, but hey. It'll make sense to someone, maybe. You can blow out a candle, right? Technically, the wind would just fan the flames. Why flame nados are actually a pretty common occurrence. Something will explode in tornado's path, and then it just becomes a deadly thing. Deadly thing of nature. Holy crap, they trained this bird to bomb. I'm trying, it's not letting me get off the horse. I actually remember that being a lot more difficult than it was. Ah. I called her Lila. I think that's Ilya. That's a name. So you'll notice that she's wearing like tons of jewelry, face paint, skin color's different. Because she's not actually Hylian. She is one of the few Gerudo who are actually in the game. Maybe the only one. That fortune teller might have been Gerudo too. But they're not very commonplace anymore. There's a reason for it. But I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people just thought that they were taken out of the universe. Because it wasn't okay to hit girls or something. I guess they did fix the kind of racist big nose thing they had going on. But she still has like nose piercings to kind of draw attention to it. I should empty out one of these, get a potion before I leave. Kinda weird that to have both equipped to use it. So I was always a little bummed out about that. But, Zora Armored has a debuff associated with it, where you take more damage from fire and ice. So we can't just chill in our cool blue ninja armor.
If you drop your need to your best, drop your need. Wait your thing is to your need. Keep us to your one. Keep me in. Trust me. See you gonna.
Honestly, I thought there was a little more to it, but I guess we're ready to go. I need to buy the water bombs before I do head out, but otherwise, we've got what we need. We can now breathe underwater. So you've got this cool ninja armor. The face match actually comes off when you leave the water, so it kind of makes sense why you're able to breathe. But I think it just looks awesome. The flippers are kind of off-putting, but like they're there for a reason, you know. I think it looks pretty sick. I wish that the blue tunic was always kind of armor. I wish the red tunic was kind of armory too, but it's not. It doesn't exist. Okay, I'm just gonna stock up on stuff, and we'll head to the lake. And that'll be where we end. Mallow should sell a potion. I can also donate rupees, I think. I feel like there's supposed to be like a Goron outside his shop taking the donations. He might not be around yet. It could just be that I have to buy a ton of stuff from him. It's not a donation-based thing. This will be a free heal. I think there's a platform just below this, so I'm gonna try and drop if it'll let me. Let's try this. Yeah, there's definitely no donation taking Goron around here. I can actually use this bomb to get another heart piece.
Hey. Hi.
Alright, we now have water bombs. What's cool about that buyback program is you can just go and farm bombs out in the fields and sell them back to them. Not that you need the money for anything, but you can. Like, can I shoot that? Not entirely sure I'm gonna get that, but hey, it worked. It's not even the heart piece I wanted. So, unlike the normal bombs, you aren't gonna find these in crates or anything. You have to get them exclusively from chests, which is kind of lame. So I might have to go and buy a few more after using these. That really all? Huh. I swore there was more to it. There is stuff at the top of the Zora's domain. Get that whenever. I might actually take a look over there before I get off. I don't know where this is actually going to output us, but it should take us somewhere to Lake Hylia. That weight on the bombs is the reason I use the bomb arrows most of the time. Arrows drop commonly enough, so it's like I'm wasting them. I just want the instant detonation. Alright, we're actually in the lake, so that's kind of poopy. I think I can get picked up by a bird still, but I get to skip over the whole flying segment if I just use this. Bruh. I guess I need to be a wolf to fly back up, so I don't really have a way of getting back up there unless I want to head back out to Hyrule Field and swim against the current, which might not even work. I'll probably have to heavy boot walk it. Kinda lame. So we'll hold off on going there. Which I guess means we are going to the temple, which I will enter, so our spawn point is set inside of it. Kind of like a GTA game. You can mash the A button to swim faster. I don't think there's really anything of significance underneath those boulders. Probably just rupees or something. I should be able to activate this by just dropping a bomb on it, maybe. Alright, well, next time we get to do, I guess is my favorite water dungeon. Water levels usually suck, but this one's alright, I guess. I'll have it next time. And then we might even do the next part too, because I don't think it's too long. That'll happen whenever it happens. Maybe Thursday night, maybe Friday night. My schedule changed up again, so those are my off days now. Kind of lines up with what I've been doing, but it is what it is. So I will see y'all sometime next week. Or in a week from now, rather, considering that's Friday. But, yeah. I'll see yous whenevers.